we got today? Well, we're back on the 64 Travelette. I basically haven't really been doing any kind of work on it yet, but I've been spending a lot of money and a lot of time on the road gathering parts. Should work out good though, but I don't know. So I'm excited. I bought, you can probably see here, 4-wheel drive chassis. I bought a new front clip and some doors, and I bought a couple of seats. So the only thing I haven't done is actually worked on the truck any. So today I think I'm going to see if we can get this thing started. Still not sure what powertrain though. I haven't bought an engine or transmission yet. Obviously I need a transfer case as well, so we'll see if we can't get this 304 to pop off and see what it sounds like. I mean, I don't know. Probably gonna have enough guts to turn over. I believe those are 35s on that chassis. But we'll see what it does in this little 2-wheel drive chassis, and see what she does. So I don't know. Probably end up, obviously swapping something else in that, but I can't decide on gas or diesel. What make or manufacturer to get that gas or diesel engine from. But I would prefer a manual transmission, but I don't know. I can't really find anything that somebody does. I don't know. We'll find something that'll work. Yeah. But anyway, let's see what we got here. So here's the front end we ended up with. Now this is an older model. I think it's like a 62, 61, not sure. Can't really remember what year had the quad headlights, which I really like. I don't know, should we swap it over to those? This grill's a lot worse shape than the one on old Patches over there. That's a good name. We're gonna go with that, Patches. So you don't have the bezels around the headlights. I don't know how hard those are to find, but you don't have the grill insert. Not sure how hard that is to find either, but it would probably need a whole new grill and then all that stuff. So we're just going to steal the fenders off of it and hope they work good enough. But they're still a little rusty, crusty themselves. You can see there, but still way better than the ones that are on it. But we also snagged us a few doors here. Now this one at the bottom isn't too bad, and it may have went to this same truck that the front end came off of. I can't remember what he said, but the blue door, the bottom of it's a little bit rusty too, but not as bad as what we got. But it does have a set of matching mirrors on it, so at least we got a set of mirrors, because for some reason this truck didn't have any mirrors on it. But I also picked up, here I'll show you, these. I also picked these up here. It's a set of mismatched mirrors, but the brackets are all the same, so I kind of like this style. Like on the Loadstar here, they're very similar to the Loadstar. The Loadstar does have this little extension bracket on it that brings it out farther that these don't have. So, but other than that, they look very, very similar. Probably exactly the same. But don't know if that little hoop is just gets lost or tore off and people throw a different mirror on. But this mirror looks like it matched, so maybe the pickups didn't have that little extension bar on them. This may have come off a pickup, I don't know. But I thought these would look pretty good on there. I can't decide which ones yet. And we also got this. So here's the chassis we ended up with. It's a 2010 Ford Super Duty, F-250 Super Duty with, well, it was a super cab short bed. Now I don't know if this is, any of this is going to be in the way of the cab or not. I didn't really measure any of that, but I do know the wheelbase is exactly the same. So figured we'd start there and, move forward instead of buying a longer frame and cutting it down, which may have worked out better for the cab situation. I don't know. So we'll take a look at that and see. But this is like I said, 2010 model. Got the coil springs. So don't know, maybe good, maybe not, but it's here. So I'll show you what else we got. A couple seats out of I think a 80 something Dodge van. So these measure out about the same. They do have these armrests on the side that fold up and down. I'm not sure that I'll be able to utilize those or not, but yeah, the frame basically just flat on the bottom. I can unbolt it from these rails and drill some holes and should mount right up in the truck. So hoping we can use these. This one looks a little better. This one a little more wore. I think they've painted this vinyl. I mean, you can see it's starting to wire, but lights blinked. But I think they'll look good in here. The color's going to be a pretty close match. So yeah, got us some seats as well. So finally back on the International. Been wanting to get this thing started for a while. I never really had the time, been on some other projects, but I want to see if this engine actually runs. Probably gonna have no power, but if it does run, got to run an engine and a good 3-speed transmission. So we'll see if we can't get this thing to pop off and start up. So I'm going to do just kind of a quick down and dirty. Got some fuel, got some starting fluid, got a jump pack, so that's all we need, hopefully. Yeah, let's do it. Heard of the electric fuel pump. Yeah. See if it cranks. Okay. So the engine doesn't want to turn. Wonder what that means. So I was going to repair this thing anyway, but I did want to run in 304. Would like to drive it but I don't know that that's going to happen. So not really sure what's wrong with the engine. Maybe it's something simple, but I don't know. So does anyone know what parts are interchangeable with the 392 off of 304? Because I could use some stuff on the 392 and the Loadstar that does run. So anyway, be swapping this obviously soon to the other chassis. Not really sure if I should pull this off, pull the body off, set it on the other frame before I start doing any kind of patching, or should I patch the floorboard up, then swap it to the frame. I'm thinking maybe just go ahead and swap it over, because you know we'd have to possibly move the body mounts, or you know put some new holes in for that. And also the back of the cab may or may not clear some of the bend in the Super Duty frame. So I matched up the wheelbase, the what's it called? The Super Cab or Super Crew. No, is that what it's called? I don't know. The little short extended cab, short bed, Super Duty, is the same wheelbase as this, but the length of the frame where the cab goes is a little bit shorter, so there may be some interference there. If you'd gotten a regular crew cab short bed, you'd have to shorten the wheelbase, but you probably wouldn't have to cut into the cab. This I may have to cut into the back of the cab a little bit. I'm not really sure. You know, just have to kind of look at it when we set it over there. But yeah, I don't think we're going to fool with the drivetrain on this anymore. Probably start pulling body parts. We got, like I showed in this video, got some new front fenders. I mean, I say new, but even older fenders, but are in better shape than these fenders. Got a couple doors. I didn't get the hood because, I mean, this hood really ain't no worse off than the one I was going to get. So we'll just leave this one with the little patches on it. I don't know, for some reason I like those. But yeah, got all this floor work to go. Probably kind of hard to see in here, there ain't a whole lot of light, but I feel like versus redoing all this in here right now, and then you know the Super Duty mounts are probably in a different spot anyway, just pull this cab off, set it on the new frame, and start then. You know, it'll be a little bit higher up, so it'll be easier to work on, so it won't be down on the ground so much. But like these back mounts, I don't think they line up. There's a couple back there which are about where I might have to start trimming a little bit, or cutting a little bit into the back of the cab for the frame rails. But everything else looks like it would line up pretty good. I mean, the wheelbase is spot on, but the frame, the bend is a little bit farther forward than this frame. So yeah. Anyway, let's see what we need to do next here. Alright, so I know this video ain't made a lot of progress, but there has been a lot of stuff going on kind of behind the scenes here, getting all this stuff ready. So at least we got an idea of what's going on here, or what we're going to do here. Still have no idea what's wrong with the engine, locked up. We might can free it up, but I'm not really too concerned about it right now. So I think we'll more or less focus on getting this cab off of here and swapping it onto the Super Duty. Trying to decide on the engine. I've looked at a couple options, got a few ideas in mind, but not sure if I should go ahead and set the cab permanent without knowing what engine transmission combo I'm going to have, or if I should kind of wait for that. You know, I don't know. So you know, we'll get this popped off of here and ready to go on the chassis, and kind of be thinking about it in between. So yeah, it's about as far as we can make it on this video. So let's get here and go something else.